The system is broken, it favors big money interests, and we're looking for change.
Residents across Toronto are joining forces to free the city from the Ontario Municipal Board, saying the independent appeals group is a broken system. I'm Faisa Amin on Bloor near Christie. This comes as a provincial review of the OMB is currently underway.
When every development application is blindly approved, it defeats the purpose of the City of Toronto.
It might work for the developers, but it doesn't work for the rest of us.
15 resident associations that represent tens of thousands of people backed the 19-year-old organizer in blasting OMB decisions they say have led to the over-intensification and over-development of the city. Currently, the board has final say on whether developers should be allowed to build in neighborhoods. Residents say they don't have the resources or the money to go up against the developers at the OMB hearings.
It really isn't a fair fight. We're really up against it before we even get in the hearing room.
Between 2015 and 16, the OMB reports there were a little over 2,000 appeals. 43% of those involved Toronto. Councillor Jay Robinson says 80% of the proposed development in her ward go to the OMB, and oftentimes the board's decisions go against the city's wishes.
The City Council actually has voted several times to remove Toronto from the jurisdiction of the OMB.
One of them being the 35-story condo approved by the OMB next to John Fisher Public School, potentially displacing students temporarily. This case has been shining a light on the powers of the board, and it's a case CityNews has been following from the start.
Quite frankly, it's a dinosaur organization. Other provinces across Canada do not have organizations with that type of influence and power.
An OMB spokesperson tells CityNews its decisions at hearings are based on provincial policies, saying in an email statement, the OMB conducts hearings and makes decisions on matters that are appealed to the OMB under specific provincial legislation. Decisions made by the OMB are guided by evidence presented at hearings, provincial laws, and planning policies. The Ministry of Municipal Affairs and the Attorney General is conducting the review of the OMB, something the government has done in the past, so residents say they're skeptical that it will bring significant change.
I want to see that system completely overhauled, if not dismantled.
But what can replace the OMB? Some are looking to the city to replace the board with a different body.
If you replace the OMB with a local appeal body, will that local appeal body look like under the City of Toronto Act?
And we are expected to hear back on the results of the province's OMB review sometime this spring.